LinkedIn's 2026 Skills on the Rise report caught a lot of leaders off guard. The fastest growing skills in the United States divide into two parallel tracks: technical AI capabilities like prompt engineering and AI implementation, and human-centered skills like executive communication, leadership influence, and cross-functional collaboration. Both tracks are accelerating at nearly the same pace. A Harvard Business School study analyzing nearly all U.S. job postings from 2019 through 2025 found that structured and repetitive cognitive roles declined 13% following the launch of ChatGPT, while demand for analytical, creative, and leadership-intensive work grew by 20%. Those two numbers describe the same workforce splitting into two different futures. AI shrinking one part of the job market and amplifying the other. The question worth asking is which half of your resume you've been investing in. The half losing value involves structured analysis, routine data processing, predictable reporting, and standardized outputs. These are tasks AI can now execute at scale. LinkedIn's own senior editor noted that companies are searching specifically for the skills AI lacks, including relationship building, navigating complex situations, and translating strategy into action across teams and markets. The evidence is already showing up in org charts. Morgan Stanley cut 2,500 roles in early 2026, about 3% of its global workforce, really despite a record $70.6 billion in revenue for 2025. The cuts ran across investment banking, trading, and operations. But financial advisors weren't included in those cuts. The client relationships and judgment those advisors had built over years of working through market cycles and difficult conversations with clients just can't be offloaded to an AI model. Goldman Sachs delivered a similar signal through its 1GS 3.0 strategy, moving AI into onboarding processes, lending analysis, and regulatory reporting. The automated systems absorbed the structured cognitive work, yet the headcount still grew at the firm. The investment in people shifted towards roles where experience and contextual judgment are what the client really wants and is paying for. Here's the distinction worth sitting with. The skills losing value are the ones AI can learn from a data set. The skills gaining value are the ones only personal experience can build. AI can access every negotiation strategy ever documented. The judgment about which one fits this group, this moment, and this specific relationship comes from having sat in rooms with people and where people struggled and overcame real differences. Judgment compounds with every difficult situation you navigate, whether it's a success or a failure. When every organization deploys the same AI tools, the only thing that separates them is what their people have lived through. Their people's experience, their collective experience is the only differentiator left. Consider three things worth building. First, put yourself in the room. The decisions that build real judgment only happen in real situations, maybe where there's high stakes, where outcomes really depend on people and you, not in courses or case studies that you read. Give yourself and others direct experiences that are real, not simulated. Second, inventory your assets. Most professionals track credentials and forget to assess what their experiences have shaped: the pattern recognition, the instincts refined under pressure, the contextual know-how they carry across business contexts. That inventory is worth doing deliberately and worth doing for your team as well. And then develop others through experiences. The teams that compound their experiential advantage put people into situations where real decisions are getting made, not just discussed. That means providing real challenges tied to the strategy, innovation, adaptation, change, not just training programs. Underneath the LinkedIn rankings and the Harvard data, it's a story about what AI is doing to the value of intelligence itself. AI made knowledge pretty much free. In a world where information retrieval, executive summaries, and analysis are pretty abundant, they're really becoming a commodity. And what's left? Judgment. Here's what I do this week. Before your next hiring or development discussion or decision, ask yourself which part of the candidate's background has actually been built from their experience and created real judgment. Look at how their inherent assets can be used for making more strategic decisions in the future, and then focus their efforts on combining AI to do the routine tasks with their judgment. Credentials get people in the room, experience is why they're asked to stay. That's the reframe, so you can leapfrog the headlines, your leadership, and your business. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and find me at sorenkaplan.com.